Chris Jenkins for Charlotte Vibe with the last update for the week before the Carolina Panthers face the Baltimore Ravens, and a few miscellaneous things. One is I hope I don't get distracted by players walking out of here. I'm kind of in a corner because it's raining out. Could go on the field today. And also, let me know how this video looks. I'm actually recording this in 4K, so just a geek moment. Let me know if it looks better, looks the same. Excuse me. Whatever, if you will. But let's get into the last update. So we just finished speaking with Coach Ron Rivera. So the biggest thing I'd like to start with is the injury report, because we have some players that are going to be out this Sunday. That would be linebacker Andre Smith. He's going to be out with his hamstring injury. Yes, it's getting cold, so you see hand wipes and all this stuff going on. You also have Torrey Smith that is going to be out with a knee injury. So you, of course, are thinking who's going to step up in absence of Torrey. So in terms of which player, Rivera says he doesn't care which player. He really just wants to see all the guys. He literally said, like, all the guys stepping up. But more playing time-wise, you could expect DJ Moore and Curtis Samuels to get more reps there. Doubt for this Sunday will be Rashawn Gaulden. If he is indeed out, then you can expect Corn Elder to step up in his replacement. And that concludes the injury report for this Sunday. So a few other miscellaneous things that I want to talk about. Well, not miscellaneous, but I didn't properly group it on my notes. But notes for this Sunday's matchup will be the Panthers have had some slow starts recently. Slow starts against the Washington Redskins, slow starts against the Philadelphia Eagles. Earlier this week, Norv Turner talked about those slow starts because this week they're going to be facing the #1 defense in the Baltimore Ravens, which for me, I think this is a very good litmus test of where this team is going to play out for the season. Baltimore is a Super Bowl contender. We now are almost at the midway point, so now I can get a really good gauge about what this team is going to be. But going back to the slow starts, Norv Turner said that it's really been about this team shooting themselves in the foot. It's not been that the defenses have really stymied over them. He said that they had turnovers against Washington, and that put them behind the 8 ball. And against the Philadelphia Eagles, their biggest problem was they kept having negative plays. And you can say the defense impacted that, but he feels like the reason that those negative plays happened was because of the team just not being focused enough and perform as they should. So he feels like as long as they stop shooting themselves in the foot, that we shouldn't have to be up against a slow start this week when we play the Baltimore Ravens. Cam Newton has been limited all week, but absolutely nobody feels like that's going to impact his playing time. Today, last day of practice with the rain, they did cut Cam short because of the rain. Just didn't want to put him through all of that, but there's no way that any of these coaches, and there's no way that I could imagine that there's any type of limitation for Cam this weekend because of him being the competitor that he is. So Ron Rivera has been wearing these T-shirts, and he steps out beside the podium and lets everybody get a picture. He's been doing them every week, and he was asked a little bit about that today, and he said that it's a platform that he didn't realize he was going to have, but now that he has it, he likes it, and he looks forward to it. He even has people sending him T-shirts to wear now that's outside the organization. He said he will consider wearing those T-shirts, but here's a note. If you're going to send Ron Rivera a T-shirt, make sure that your company is a 501c3. If it's not, then you're not going to have a chance. So matchup this week is Sunday at 1 o'clock. I invite you to make sure that you tune in to Charlotte Vibe. Follow me on all the social medias. And one thing I want to ask you guys, what are you most looking forward to this Sunday for this matchup? Leave it in the comments below. What I'm looking forward to, Thomas Davis, Eric Reed, those are guys that are coming back and haven't been in so-called football shape. So it's going to be interesting to see how that defense continues to elevate with those pieces, getting some more experience. And then on the offensive side, you know, Greg Olsen hasn't exactly had his legs back, but he played 100% of the snaps last week. So I'm really interested to see how Greg Olsen performs now with another week on the field and just overall seeing where this team stands against a very, very good defense. This is Chris Jenkins from Bank of America Stadium.